Yes, welcome for our third demo session. Today is going to be our last demo session in supply chain management. So today we are going to discuss, detailed syllabus and our training, how we are going with the placements, and then we will go ahead with one more assignment. Today we'll take it. So this discussion will put it in the last. We'll take one assignment. Yesterday we have done the supplier, right? So today we'll take another one called purchase order. How to do the purchase order assignment. That's what we are going to discuss today. Okay. Yes. Excuse me. Any doubts on the last session, what we have discussed? I already uploaded our two demo sessions in our YouTube channel. Hope you have subscribed and you got the access also. Yeah. So anybody would like to talk with me, please?
Sir, I have a question like compared to HCM and SCM. I mean,
See, both are different domains actually, human capital and supply chain management. Human capital management is for HR related activities day to day. Supply chain is procurement and all here. So supply chain now is it's upcoming. It's starting booming right now. And in human capital management, it's already there last 4 5 years.
uh,
It's got stabilized. So people who are interested will go for HR domain. People who are interested will go for supply chain. Yeah.
how is this like SCM and AI, sir? Like that Redwood
The
and
artificial intelligence, you see it in human capital and supply chain and finance everywhere. Everywhere. So what is meant by artificial intelligence? Whatever the tasks, repetitive tasks are there, that
uh,
system should understand automatically and do it without our intervention,
oh, okay,
without
okay.
our interference. So wherever is possible, Oracle has implemented, and
Hmm.
somewhere if the client wants to have, they can build their own. So means they need to build the new AI agents. Okay. So that we will see that in the application.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So this one time just I mean I'm sorry if I not remembered this Redwood how it's connected, sir. Like
Redwood is basically the I'll show you today the
okay, okay.
normal page and Redwood page how
All
it
right.
looks like.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So first I'll go for detailed syllabus copy, then I'll go for one assignment, and finally we'll discuss how we are going to run the training and then how we do the placements later, and how excuse me, our support will be there through the placement option. That's what we are going to discuss now. Okay. So when we talk about the detailed syllabus in supply chain management, these are all the functional modules we are going to discuss. Supply chain management means majorly three modules: inventory, procurement, order management. They say inventory, it includes this product management and material management. We'll see both product management and material management. We see both here. So that comes under inventory. When we talk about the procurement, it's a purchasing, self-service procurement, sourcing, supplier portal, supplier qualification. Purchasing is major. Self-service procurement, it's a matter of 2 to 3 sessions. Sourcing also 3 sessions. Total is 1 session. Supplier qualification 2 sessions. That's and all part of your procurement. It's combination. So it means major module here is a purchasing module. We call it as procurement also. These all are sub modules which are interlinked with the purchasing. Okay. So we are going to discuss all this implementation end to end, complete with the Redwood and artificial intelligence. Mainly in procurement area, majority application has been changed. Okay. Now the latest Redwood pages and also some places the artificial intelligence that we will be discussing. Next, order management, we are going to see that here. It is nothing but a sales here. Order management, we are going to see the sales model and all. So these two things we are going to have costing and receipt accounting. It's not mandatory, but nowadays in the interviews they are asking, do you have any idea about the costing and other options? So obviously we have to prepare for this one also. Okay. So then accounting entries we can find here. We can find accounting entries over here. When we say we are a supply chain management consultants, but still we'll have a close integration with finance. Once you create purchase order, it will be integrated with account payables. When you talk about order management, it will be integrated with order account receivables. And finally, we see the accounts in general ledger. Okay. So this all we are going to find here. It is functional modules here that we will be discussing this one with the accounting options. So technically, FSM will discuss in detail. Approvals will discuss. Data migration, one example will discuss. We don't need in depth of that. BI reports and OTBI reports also one is required. And roles and security full depth, in depth. Security is a functional job. Workflow notification is a functional job. Approval management engine, value sets, flux fields, lookups, all are our job. So here only two things we don't go through in depth. One is data migration, another one is BI reports and OTBA because you need to apply some logic and coding over there. So I'll be explaining one component how to do that in that place. Okay, so that's about the high level functional modules and technical what we are discussing. Okay. So now when we talk about the module wise here, first we will be starting with the basic functional setup manager, like how to create your own user account. Okay. How to set the FSM environment, security, usernames and passwords and enterprise structure, nothing but your company hierarchy, your client enterprise structure that we are going to define. Okay. Then we'll start with first inventory module. First, we'll start with inventory module. In inventory module, whatever the setups are there, that we do it. After that, we'll go for execute those setups. Nothing but we are going to test it. We are going to perform all the transactions like inventory controls, inventory replenishments. These are accuracy methods. Okay. Those all we'll be discussing. And then we'll discuss what are all the places Redwood is applied in inventory. What are all the places artificial intelligence applied in the inventory that we will be discussing. Okay. Next, after inventory model, we'll start with procurement. Inventory, couple of things we'll put it in the beginning because that will be integrated with procurement module. So that whenever we start the procurement, it will be again discussed. So procurement is closely related with inventory. Not only procurement, even order management also. Because once you buy the goods from the supplier, where do you place the goods in the warehouse, right? I mean, in the inventory, we'll try to place it. When you put it in the inventory, again, it comes to inventory model, right? That we are going to find here. Okay. So that we will see it here. In the procurement module, we are going to discuss how to do the supplier configurations, procurement business unit configurations, and then we'll talk about other options over here. Complete procurement end-to-end setups, security, configurations, approvals, Redwood, and artificial intelligence, whatever we have in procurement module. So once we do the setups and everything and accounting options, finally we'll discuss how to integrate procurement module with inventory, procurement module with account payables. Account payables actually it comes under financials, but still we need to have because once you buy the material from supplier, then how you are going to raise the invoice for that, and then how you are going to send this invoice to the accounting team and create accounts and make payment issue this all. So in financials, we are just going to have some information related for the purchase order accounting. Next. So this is about Fusion Supplier Portal is an environment, okay, that we are going to see that here. So today we are going to see Supplier Portal, how it looks like. And then supply self-service procurement is like online website here. Then we will be talking about the sourcing module. After that, we will go ahead with the supplier qualification. Then we start with the third module, order management. When we are talking about the procurement module, obviously will integrate with inventory because whatever the goods you ordered, you have to receive into inventory. And also whatever the order you are done for that accounts needs to be created and invoice will be raised over there. Okay. Next, in order management module, we'll be discussing first order management setups, different types of orders, how to set the price list, discount list, different types of discounts will you apply for the items based on the customer, how to apply, based on the location, how to apply. This all we are going to have here. And then we see different types of order sourcing, order holdings, and rules. Okay, and again, back-to-back orders, drop shipment, cost management. It's a simple model, costing and receipt accounting. BPM stands for Business Process Management. It's going to be complete approval. It's functional job. We are supposed to configure the approvals in workflows, notifications, and all. We'll be discussing. As I said, supply chain management consultant closely work with finance people because whatever the accounts we generate in supply chain management, we'll send it to the finance team. So that's why we'll have some basic idea about the accounting option. We call it as procure to pay cycle, order to cash cycles. Okay, that we'll be discussing. And as I said, the technical topic point of view, we'll be discussing one component for BI reports, ODBI reports, and also we'll be talking about the data migration, how to migrate the data from legacy systems into the applications here.
Do you also cover FSR reports like a financial statement reporting?
No, we are not going to discuss. That comes under financials. We will not be discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a detailed syllabus copy. So anybody is having doubts on the syllabus copy, it takes complete 2.5 months. I'll also introduce some experts from the industry, so they will be also sharing you different scenarios, whatever they are facing in the projects, and also they also cover some of the topics. But majorly, I'll take up that.
Do we get a real-time project as well?
Yeah, whatever we are doing, that's complete ERP real time only. So whatever we do in the training, that only we are going to put it in our resume. The same thing we are going to explain in the interview. When we are working in the project, also the same thing we have to do it. But different requirements. Say requirements are different from one client to another client, right? So when you are clear with the concept, when you are clear with the options given by Oracle, what are all the different provisions we have, then we can do that.
So, is it the same compared with EBS?
Yes, EBS is old ERP. As I said, it is on-premises ERP. And Oracle Fusion is the latest one. Already in the first demo, I explained, right?
Right, sir, right.
Yeah.
So, but
So
that is
it is all,
the same thing, but that is on-premise, I think, right?
yes,
EBS is on.
the EBS on-premise. It's there since 1996. Now also it is
People
there.
are using it, right? Yeah.
So now also EBS clients, majority of the people are there, still not moved into the cloud environment. They just started into the cloud. That's what I said. Once you start working in Oracle Fusion, next 20 years market this is. People who enter now, they will go for retired in this ERP because this is just 5% of this on-premise people moved into the cloud. 95% of the clients still not moved into the cloud due to security or whatever they think. They may think that we don't need now. Yeah, we will come to the cloud in near and future, like that they are telling. So that's what going forward, it's going to be the final destination. That's what Oracle says next generation here. So EBS will not satisfy all these environments.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the major is a cloud. It's as simple as cloud.
Right. So compared to Oracle and AWS is completely totally different sir, than this.
See, AWS doesn't have any ERPs, right? AWS is just a cloud company.
Okay.
And there might be having some small ERPs or some open source tools, products, not for them. But they are number one in the cloud. Cloud in the sense because they are in the market leader since 2005, 6, that area itself. They started cloud. Okay.
Right.
So they have got excellent servers, high-end configurations, cheap price to the customers. So they prefer it is first right from beginning, but they don't have any ERP products or excellent tools. When it comes to the tools and products and security, Oracle will place Oracle is always in the first place. When we talk about only server, I just want to take a rental your server by paying per month and all, then we prefer it.
No, but Oracle has their own database, right? Right.
Now it is just started.
Oh,
As I
no,
said,
it's
Oracle started their cloud business, right, in
right.
2016. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oracle has got their own tools. All these tools are there in the Oracle servers. In AWS servers, you don't find their own tools like this. Azure is okay. Microsoft has got some tools and products. Google has got, but Google is not having any ERP. Zero. Google doesn't have any separate database. Of course, they maintain their own language, Go language, and they maintain MongoDB, their own open sources, but they
Okay.
are not that much flexible for the commercially to the customers. So here purely the competition comes between Microsoft and Oracle. When it comes to the ERP point of view, SAP and Oracle.
And SAP as well. Yeah.
So as I said last time, the major difference where it will come in the competition for SAP, that's this here. So last class I explained, right? If client says that I have some third-party applications, I also want to use these applications. SAP says no, I don't have the space. I'm not in that business. I'm not cloud company. I'm a just cloud ERP company. So I have one ERP number one, which is cloud based. So you can use this. I don't have the server to keep your applications. You have to approach someone else, either Google or AWS or Azure or Oracle. Okay.
Migration and all. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about
Sir, are we covering the like ADI integration part as well in our course?
ADI integration. You're
Yes,
talking
sir.
about ADI means there is a spreadsheet data loader that we will cover, data loading part.
Okay.
Is there any something else? Data loading, we see spreadsheet data loader as well as the BDA data loader. These two we see.
Okay, because sir, every company have a different ERP as well. Like how EDI is working with like other portal with the OTM.
Sorry, I was not clear with the doubt.
Because actually, sir, my company have a like own ERP software. Okay, so
Okay.
our company is using OTM as well. So like my question is like, are we covering this EDI integration part, like how data transfer from OTM to ERP software?
That process actually, theory process we will be discussing, but EDI electronic data in exchange, right? So that
Okay,
will be technical people has to take care of.
okay, okay. Thank you.
OTM belongs to the Oracle.
Transport management, OTM. There's a module actually, OTM module in cloud also. Yeah. SAP has got their own. Earlier they were having, but they got finally HANA and other. It's fine. Earlier they were not having, but now they got their. So what I'm telling is the major difference between the SAP company and Oracle is SAP is ERP company. Oracle is a cloud company. In the cloud, we have ERPs, we have databases, we have tools, and we have other products. And also we are Oracle providing the servers on rental basis. For example, you have video streaming companies. So what they do, they can keep their complete content in the Oracle cloud.
We lost the audio source.
Yeah, it is clear, right? Oracle point of view, they provide the servers also on rental basis. In that servers, you have find different tools and products. If you like those tools and products, you can use. Otherwise, just server uses. You can use the server and install your applications and start working. Okay, so that's about the detailed syllabus what we have discussed. Now, next, I'm going for an assignment. So what I would like to do is, I would like to configure a buyer. Yesterday we have done it, right? Would like to configure buyer. Yesterday we ordered. And we created supplier yesterday. Today I would like to create purchase order and send this purchase order to supplier. Yesterday we created supplier, right? I would like to send this purchase order to that supplier so that supplier will log in from the supplier portal. From the supplier portal. Okay. Supplier has got their own supplier portal here. And then supplier portal is basically where the supplier is going to log in and respond to our orders. Okay. Then we'll see the notifications, acknowledgement. Supplier will say that acknowledge. It means I received the purchase order. So that I would like to verify through the buyer login. Would like to check the purchase order status. Okay. So what we are trying to do is now we are trying to execute the cycle, the communication between the buyer and supplier. What buyer will do, need some material. He will raise the order, send it to supplier. Supplier will log into the portal and then he'll try to acknowledge the PO and buyer will log in and check the purchase order status. That's what actually we are trying to do it. Okay. Now, what was the buyer name yesterday we configured? Anyone remembered? Let me just go ahead.
Sujit Kumar something.
Sujit. Now, buyer configuration is already done successfully. Now I am going to create a purchase order. If I want to create a purchase order, I need the role. Yesterday we created supplier, right? So if you want to create a supplier, which role is required? Supplier manager. That we have done it. Now we want to create purchase order today. So Mr. Sujit wants to create purchase order. Mr. Sujit wants to create a purchase order. What we have to do? We have to give the permission to Sujit. So Sujit is one of the buyer and he got permission. Let's go for edit here.
Yesterday, I think Shiva Kumar, we have.
Oh, sorry. Shiva, yeah. Sujit was the user account, it seems. We created. Shiva123 was the username. Sorry. So Shiva123 was the username, and this is supplier manager we added. So when you want to create purchase order, you have to add the role called procurement manager. Procurement manager. This is the role. Like this, we'll see, as I said, every module will find 5 to 6 roles that we should be clear. When it comes to the procurement module, already we covered 2 roles. Yesterday, it was supplier manager, and today it is procurement manager. Of course, when we start from tomorrow onwards, we'll go ahead with right from the basics. I'm just telling you. So now, Mr. Shiva can create purchase orders because we given the permission to create purchase order, create, update, delete, status, scan, comparison, okay, modifications, maintaining the revisions. This all he can do that here. Okay. So now let's go for procurement manager role we have added. Once we add the procurement manager, there is a data access we have to provide for which business unit Mr. Shiva can create purchase order. Business unit is nothing but a branches. In our layman language, if we speak, it's an branch. In Fusion applications, we call it as a business unit. Okay. So that we have to provide. The client can have multiple business units. Mr. Shiva belongs to which branch? So that you have to provide. Okay. So that's what I'm going to mention. Done button. So that we do it from setup and maintenance. In the security environment, we just go for add the role. Remaining all setups, we do it from here on setup and maintenance. Okay. So let's come back to here now. And then go to procurement and search for the task here. Data access. Manage business unit data access for users. Now go to the task, manage business unit data access for users. Now here we have to create a record. Now system is asking for which user you are trying to give this one. Ravi 123. Sorry, Shiva 1. Shiva 123. So now Shiva 123 can log into the applications. The moment when Shiva go to procurement manager, I want to give the permission to my business unit called US1. There might be multiple branches. He belongs to US1 business unit. So we will provide the access to US1 business unit. For example, Shiva is the manager. He is the manager for multiple branches. So I want to give the permission for both branches. So you can create another record saying that whenever Shiva log in and choose this role called procurement manager, I want to give the permission to second branch also. Means second business unit. So we'll choose this. And then go for save. Like this, we can give the permission to the multiple business units access. This is data access. Once we provide data access, we should run one program called LDAP process. Go to the menu called initial users, run user and roles synchronization process. LDAP process, lightweight directory access protocol. So what it will do, it will be our integration of users and roles information.
Sir, one question. Yesterday, we linked Siva to the business unit that we created, and today we provided him the role, the procurement manager.
Yes.
So why this setup is required?
Yes, because for example, you joined in one company, they asked you to go to some X branch because you are belongs to that branch. You are an employee in that branch. Okay, that's what yesterday work we have done. So we hired employee Shiva and we said that he is working for this company and this branch. Fine. In that branch, multiple operations are happening. Purchasing is happening. Accounting is happening. Sales are happening. So I want to give the permission to purchasing. So that's what we have done today. So whatever the task we have done yesterday, it is your employment with that branch. In that branch, multiple operations are happening. So which operations you want to give the permission, that we have to provide here. That's what we have done today.
Okay, sir. So that is based on the rules, like the
Yes.
procurement manager.
Role means front-end access application.
Okay.
Data access means your back-end access.
Okay, sir.
So when you have the access to the role, application will be open, means page will open, but data will not be populated. Data will be populated based on this data access what you have provided.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
time when we give the data access, we need to run this one, sir.
Yes, it is mandatory. Mandatory.
Is
must run this.
Is it not possible? Is it not possible to schedule?
Yeah, it will be scheduled. Generally, in the real time, it will be scheduled based on the duration. So now it is okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we have configured the application as well as this, and now we are going to log in, log out and log in here. I wanted to check first role is applied or not. Shiva, 1, 2, 3. Now Mr. Shiva is a buyer, he's going to log in here. And now first thing I want to check whether the role is applied or not. To navigator, procurement. This was yesterday role, supplier manager. Today it is purchasing manager, means procurement manager. I can see that role is applied. But when I select this, whether I'm able to see the data, whether I'm able to see the branch data or not. So that's what the data access. When you try to create your purchase order, can see that my business unit, right? Yeah. So it means your data access is provided. Okay. So I'm going to create purchase order now. Yesterday we created supplier, right? What was the supplier name? I'm able to see that supplier site and contact person. I think Mr. Nikhil. Yeah, Nikhil Kumar, New York site. And who is the buyer? Shiva Kumar. Who is the supplier? Nikhil. Nikhil is employee and actual company is Tata Company, New York branch. Now we are giving the order to supplier. Order to supplier. We are going to purchase some goods or services. Create the purchase order. Supplier setup we have done successfully. Supplier site, contacts and other, that's populated successfully. Same thing we have to do business unit setup. Right now we are using built-in business units. Buyer setup yesterday we have done. That's why we are able to see. Currency setup we have to do. Legal entity setup we have to do. So those all comes our training. So this is testing data we are using. This is new one, right? What we have created. Purchase order is created here. This is your purchase order number 12020. And still order amount is 0. Currency is this. Okay. This is header information. Line level, I see that what are the items you are going to give the order. So we have to choose the item names here. From where the item names will be populated. We can't give the item name whatever we want, right? So items, whatever created in inventory module, only that will be populated here. So we have to select valid item name from the list. Item name. Quantity. What is the price? Let's say every item is, let's say $7. Total cost 700. Which location you need the material? I require the goods in Redwood City or New York. We need material here. The requester is optional, not mandatory. How many items we are choosing? 100. These 100 items are in the same location or different locations. Same location or different. That you will specify here. Shipment. Shipment is by default it takes 100 in the same location, but if you have different places, different accounts, you can mention. So we are putting the order. This material I required on 28th. That's what actually we requested delivery from supplier. What supplier promised is that 27th I will supply. Okay, all the items into our warehouse. It is located here. That's a shipment, nothing but schedules. Go to distributions. Here, accounting information will be entered, internal purpose. Okay. So when we are going for training, each and every field will be discussing, and each and every setup, how the location will come, from where, how the unit of measurement will come, how these accounts will be populated. Everything will be discussing. As it is demo assignment, I'm just creating the purchase order with the mandatory fields. Okay. Now I'm going to save the purchase order. So what is mean by purchase order? Whenever we are purchasing the goods from the supplier, we'll give the order to the supplier saying that we need the goods. You have to supply the material into so-and-so location. And then you have to send the bill to so-and-so location. And this is purchase order total cost, terms and conditions, whatever the items here we have, quantity, price, shipments, accounting information. Okay. Yeah, now we got some error message. Unable to find the view definition for value 21. What is that? Where it is? Where is value 21? Somebody might have customized this. Where is this 21? Manage orders means search. This is your purchase order. Unable to find the view definition for discriminated value. This is an application error. It's not issue. Let me check the approvals for the purchase order.
Maybe we can check inside contract terms.
No, that is optional. It is does not state it actually. Yeah. So approvals is basically application development framework. It's nothing but approval, auto approval. So we have different approvals like single approval, parallel approval, manager level approvals. You will find different types of approvals here.
Here we will notify this hierarchy setup where you will go,
Sorry, your voice was very slow.
in this in the EBS in the ERP we are defining PO hierarchy setup. Here we are going to define the PO hierarchy setup and assign attach here for a particular buyer for the next level approval.
Yeah. Here we have separate approval process. We will be working with BPM, Business Process Management. So there we set up the approvals. Okay. So now purchase order is created. So that's actually the error, whatever we got, it's internal error. It's not the setup's point of view. So now click search button. Purchase order is created and it has been sent to the supplier and it is pending approval. But I would like to state that I need acknowledgement from the supplier. Let me edit purchase order. Okay, it is approval status, waiting for approval. Let me click search button. It is auto approval. It takes a couple of minutes for approval. We'll be configuring the approvals, auto approval based on the purchase order amount. For example, if the purchase order amount is more than $10,000, we want to go for manager approval. Less than $10,000, we want to go with auto approvals. Now purchase order has been approved successfully. Open status means your PO has sent this supplier. Sent to data supplier. Right. who is the contact person from the Tata supplier company, Nikhil. Yesterday we created supplier account, and we also created a username and password. We'll reset the password now, and Nikhil is going to log in through the supplier portal. If you would like to say that acknowledgement is mandatory from the supplier, we are supposed to update this acknowledgement is yes and send it. Okay. So if you would like to go for edit, after approval, if you make edit, revision will be created. Nothing but system will maintain the history saying that your PO has revised. Once again, revised means modified. Going to put it as acknowledgement is mandate. Within 3 days, supplier should acknowledge. Mr. Nikhil should respond. I'm going to submit again for approval. So for Mr. Nikhil, there will be a user account created. So now we'll see that. User account means you must log in as implementation user. Now Shiva is a buyer, created purchase order. He has sent the purchase order to supplier, and he said that you please log into the portal and go for respond. Okay. Now supplier is going to log in. It's as simple as, for example, you applied for a job through job portal. HR people will update that status. As a candidate, we are going to log in into the portal and we'll see the status of application. And we'll also check any documents they are asking and go for send those details. Yeah. Go to navigator. For supplier contact also, we created yesterday username. I'm just going to reset the password. Go to users. Nikhil.kumar, the rate of tata.com. That's the email ID. And we can see that Nikhil Kumar is not our company employee. Nikhil is a party. Means maybe supplier or customer. Maybe supplier or customer. Okay. Now I'm going to reset the password. So when Nikhil log into the application, he can just access only supplier portal. He will not be able to do any setups, nothing. He will not be able to get any navigator or something. He can just access the supplier portal. Now, you can go to supplier, Nikhil, supplier portal here. And you can check any orders he has received from the buyer. This is Redwood page. So this is Redwood page. So in the URL also you can find Redwood. Earlier it was not like this. Earlier it was classic page. Classic page means just now we have seen purchase order, right? That is classic, means general web page. Redwood means it is completely different and it is compatible for all automations, digitalizations and others. Okay. Now the supplier can see whatever the notifications he has received.
From this
This
link,
is-
supplier can have look on the track of his purchase order has been approved or not. Correct?
You are talking about from supplier portal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from supplier portal, supplier can track the order status. He can raise the invoice. He can also see the payments, acknowledgements, all the communication between the company. He'll do it.
So this page he will see, or there is some other page he can see. This Redwood page we are going to because yesterday you were saying we need to provide a URL and we can track all this, the orders whatever that he has requested. So we are going to share this URL with the supplier for his tracking.
Yes. It's as simple as, for example, you apply for a job in Wipro through Naukri, then HR people will call to you. Yeah, we received your profile and we are going to in process. We are going to send one URL and please create your own, please reset your password and check entire status like that, right? Same way for supplier also.
Got it.
So now supplier has received purchase order here. This is the purchase order. And he want to review this order and he want to take action. Order details. So we ordered this item, 100 quantity. This is this. So supplier is interested or not, that is second level. First acknowledgement he has to do. Now supplier is going to acknowledge, saying that received order will send put. So thank you. This is supplier acknowledgement. So like this, buyers will send the requirement order to the suppliers, then suppliers will go for acknowledge this. Now we are going to log out from. Now buyer is going to log in. Who is the buyer? Shiva, right? taking. Sometimes it will be a little bit slow. Like it's taking some time. So right now, what we have done, we created purchase order, and then we sent to supplier. Supplier has also logged in, and he has acknowledged. Now we are in this line. Buyer is going to log in and check the purchase order status, whether supplier is acknowledged. If he has acknowledged the order, what is the comment he has given? That all information, we'll see that here. Okay. So now, that's about actually our supplier, functional setups, configurations, testings. This is what actually we work in the project. I hope you got clarity on this. People who are from ERP background, they can easily understand, like it's okay, we can do. So people who are not having any IT experience, or you are coming from non-IT to IT. So some people might be whether I can understand this or not, whether it is easy or not. This is what actually work we are supposed to do it. So we have done two setups like this, multiple setups we have to do. Okay, multiple setups we have to do module wise or transaction wise, document wise, we are supposed to. Okay. As I said, it takes to complete 2.5 months. It will be complete 50 working hours. 50 working hours. So first we'll start inventory module. We'll complete. After that, I'll give you the FAQs codes, the inventory module. That itself will cost, as I said, around 800 in the Udemy. So that you are going to get free of cost. And then including that, you are going to get an assignment so that inventory will be complete. Same thing, procurement also. So first we'll complete procurement course, FAQs course in procurement and procurement assignments. Then order management. So order management, again FAQs course. Then we will provide you the assignment. So after that, resume preparation, interview preparation. Interview preparation already explained here, but again, once again, we'll talk about the resume point of view, what they'll ask. Okay, and then you are going to apply, how you are going to put the experience level, then how you can go for apply and answer, that we'll be going to. So we are going to create an WhatsApp group. It will be there always. Next 2-3 years also, it will be there. I'm also the part of that. So any doubts you are going to discuss, because we are all connecting through remote areas. So definitely, if we want to communicate on time, immediately you can take a screenshot and put it there. Any doubts, always you can put it, and I'll be helping you to go to the next step smoothly in the practice point of view. Next. So we are going to have the complete recorded sessions. We are going to share it through the Google Drive. Directly you can go for download. Okay. So when I give this Udemy access, it will be always updated. So when you get in latest versions, always it will be updated so that you can go and see what is the latest versions, new options we are going to get. I will be providing you the sample resume, so you can take the file and modify according to your format and other options. And then I'll be providing you the clients who has implemented Oracle Fusion across the world. so that you can put it. Max will put 3 to 4 projects in our resume, so that's fine. So we will be mentioning what are all the responsibilities we do in the project as per our project discussions. Okay, so that's how we are going to do it here. Yeah. So this is the training process. So any doubts over here?
Hello.
Yeah.
So the class timing will be 8:30 a.m., right?
8:30, same time, 8:30 to 9:30, maybe 15 minutes extended.
The same pace will be there, or maybe from tomorrow onwards, the pace will be little fast or slow. How?
Sorry, come again.
So the teaching pace means how it will be more rapid one or the slow one, the teaching wise.
It will be slow only. You don't need to worry because there's the demo session. So we went directly going through this because I have to complete the assignment in the demo, right? So generally, this purchase order assignment it takes 2 to 3 days time if I want to perform this because we need to discuss detailed buyer, detailed purchase order, all this.
Yeah.
Sir, how frequently you start a batch?
So tomorrow itself,
New
we are
batch?
going to have the batch. After that, you are going to have another 2 months. After 2 months, again new batch.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I want to see the purchase order status. So we'll go to Navigator, Procurement, Purchase Orders. Change order acknowledged. Recent activity. Manage orders. Search for your purchase order. Open status. And we also see the acknowledgements from the suppliers. Generally, workflow notifications will receive here. Any changes, approvals, acknowledgements, everything will be ready. Okay. So this is about the options here. It is. Any doubts here? Yes. This is about the training. So this time it may take another 5 hours extra because as I said, we are going ahead with Redwood and artificial intelligence very first time from this batch. So definitely another 5 hours it will take. Because that is mandatory. In the interviews they are asking, tell me what are all the areas AI is there. If we say, no, our client is not implemented AI, but still you should know, right, as a functional consultant, you are experienced consultant for 5 years. Obviously, you must know what are all the changes are happening in the product because you are supposed to explain to the client and try to get the attention from the client, right? That's what people are asking. So that's the reason we have to update, no option that. Okay. And yes, thank you. Let's see you tomorrow. The same time. And you please communicate with our admin person regarding the enrollment. So once you go for enrollment. They will create separate WhatsApp group and we'll start working. So tomorrow will be the first class. So first class will start with user account as usual. So all this, whatever we have done, it's a demo. So it will not be considered as sessions. It is just demo. What is what? Okay. So we'll start up.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. What is the package for fresher and for experienced
For
person?
freshers, it will be 4 to 5 lakhs. And if you put 4 plus experience, it will be 16 to 20.
16 to 20. And
Yeah.
sir, compared to financial, Oracle financials, which has more features, sir? SCM or financials?
Supply chain management will see the less competition, and we will, as I said, the new options we got more in supply chain management. So you will find more options in supply chain. But if you say finance also is okay, I'm not saying that finance is not having more opportunities. But if you say I'm interested in accounting, I'm strong in accounting background, then you can go to finance and understand, because there are different types of accounts will come. But in supply chain management, you don't need any prior knowledge, because it looks like a general business, like supplier, purchase order, sales orders, items, price, discounts. These all are general day to day, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
One more question, sir.
Yeah.
So, when you say about the application job application, so you let us know about the vacancies and then we will apply for those.
Yeah, we will be getting the
Do
requirements.
you let
That
us
all.
know about the vacancies?
When we get the requirements, we'll be updating through WhatsApp group, and also we will tell you how you have to search for the job through Naukri or through LinkedIn or other applications point of view. That's why we will be doing it.
Okay.
Sir, I am Ashish the father, sir. Actually, I came to meet you. Ashish Yadav cleared one round, sir. Actually,
Okay, great.
he's from HCM.
Let him join, no
I
problem.
hope you
Yeah, they
remember
said
me.
that admin told that he cleared the interview they offered, so he can join that company, no problem.
But they are offering package very low package, sir.
That is for freshers. Sometimes it
They
will
are saying,
happen because they are giving opportunities and all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So see, depends
So,
on that. See,
shall we join,
depends
sir?
on the, yeah, can go ahead, no problem. No problem, I can join. Pressure, right? Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Veera, payment fees structure, you please communicate with our admin. So regarding subject, regarding the training, regarding the placements and job opportunities, I can speak. Regarding the fee structure, you please talk with our admin, they will communicate.
Hello.
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead. Fine, guys. Thank you. Let's see you tomorrow on the same time with a different meeting ID.